Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for hitting that play button for another episode of the Hetty Coleman Podcast. Yes, it's a fabulous day. I'm just trying to, so I'm not very good with lighting and stuff, and like shadows bother me, but I don't know how to get rid of the shadows. I know it's about position of the lights. I only have so many lights. So anyway, I'm rolling with it, but I just want to let you know that. So I like to let people know these kind of things because some of you are so wanting to start something, but you're not because it's not perfect. And I tell you what, it probably will never be perfect. Even the ones that look perfect, there's still things that aren't perfect. To you, it may look perfect because they have advanced a little bit more than what you probably have, or you have not because you have not jumped in the game and just start learning and trying and doing stuff. And I just want to encourage you right now to go ahead and jump in the game. I won't judge you. Some people may, but I will not judge you. I'm going to applaud you. I'm going to be like, yes, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So today I wanted to jump on here and just talk to you about my son, who has recently started reselling items on eBay. And because he is a rookie, is what I'm going to call him. He's a rookie. He just started selling on eBay. And so they will only let you list so many things to sell. I think originally they let him list 10 things. He started selling pretty quick. And then they added to how many he could list. And now he has sold out of that. But he's reached out to eBay, I guess. He called them or he emailed them or something to see if he could add more to his listings because he sold out of everything that he listed. And so anyway, I thought that was pretty cool that he was wanting to add more to it, and he did his due diligence in trying to make that happen. So, but I wanted to tell you the story of how my son ended up getting into reselling. And then I want to tell you about how I see the online space really being a difference maker for rural America. We live in a small town. We're just right out of Oklahoma City. We're not as far rural as, some other towns, but I still say that we're considered rural. Oklahoma, I guess, a little bit, but we're also kind of in the metro. It's kind of weird, but yeah. Anyway, I still believe that this, regardless of how rural you are, I think this is something that could really make a difference in rural America. And I'm currently working on a project, but I digress. Is that how you say that? I've never used that word before, I don't think. I digress. So my son started reselling by this. Let me tell you the story, okay? Let me tell you the story of how my son started reselling. So there's a gentleman in my town who I knew was a reseller. He and his wife had a business here, and when I would go in that business, he and I would start talking, and we would talk for a good amount of time because I was really curious about him reselling and what he was reselling and how he was deciding what he was going to resell and on and on. And then eventually, maybe a year or so later, I asked him, hey, can I come and bring my son to check out your space where you kind of have your product and all that stuff? And plus, he was selling a pair of Yeezys that I had not seen in person, so I wanted to see those. And so, my son is always talking about when he grows up, he wants to be an entrepreneur and on and on and on. I take my son to visit my friend in his space to where he's got all of his product and he's reselling. And I just let my son kind of walk around, and we asked questions. And my friend was so generous in his time and showing us everything. And he walked us through the software that he uses to help him build his company. And he showed us Discord, and this is a community of people who are all reselling and working together and supporting each other and providing information. And so we looked at all of that, and then we leave. And I think I had them exchange numbers so my son could reach out to him, ask him any questions, on and on and on. And I guess at some point, my friend offered my son an opportunity to come work for him just a couple of hours a week, just packaging up stuff. And so my son started doing that. And I thought it was maybe just a one-time thing. And then it kind of grew into this thing to where now my son basically goes and helps him ship 5 days a week. In this, my son comes home, says, hey, I want to buy this particular product. I want to put it on eBay. And we go and buy it, and he puts it on eBay. And from there, he starts selling stuff and adding to his list of items that he can sell on eBay, to the point to where now he's sold out. And again, this was all July 2020, just in case, I don't know when you're watching this, but all because I introduced my son to this person. This person was willing to say, hey, I want to give you an opportunity to do some work for me. And now there's this mentoring boss relationship. He's not only mentoring him, he's not only his boss, he's also investing in him, investing into my son resources to help him grow his own online space, his own online business. And I'm like, yes, 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 this needs to be modeled in other ways. There's other people out there who are doing some things that can mentor somebody else, who can start investing into this person. And then from there, now this person has a job in rural America where sometimes it's challenging to find work, but online space is so massive that everybody can find their place online. If it may take time, it may take some failures, all of that, it may take that, but the online space is massive and there's plenty of opportunity there. So in all of this, I'm starting to think, because I want my town to be attractive to the next generation. I want my son to build something here special, to where maybe he starts employing people and we start building stuff to where certain people have jobs and be able to shop and eat local in our downtown. And then our economy starts thriving in the craziness of the world and the way things are changing, social distancing and all these things. Online space, you can still sell and have a job and be successful, right? As long as people are still buying stuff. But there's all sorts of things. How can we find an online space to help meet needs, solve problems, and people are doing it right here in Guthrie, America, right? So I'm thinking about, how do we build a community workspace for people who want to do online businesses, to support one another, like a place physically that people can come, but also maybe have a Slack for local people who are selling online who want to support one another. Then we build a mentoring program out of that for students, and help students like Zell start growing an online presence early, maybe fifth through 8th grade. There's a mentoring program to where we used to do what we call Kid Entrepreneur Day, where kids would set up little businesses on the sidewalk. People would come buy from them. We would begin to teach them about expenses versus profit and all these different things. Then they go into high school, and then we have this thing that where we're helping our community thrive from an from an economy standpoint, right? Economy standpoint. I won't be the one doing all those kind of teachings. I'm going to find somebody else. Don't even worry about it. But what in the world would happen if we started such a project? Guthrie America Growth Project. I am getting excited about this. And so the thought is that we will go lease abandoned buildings in Guthrie. We'll use that space to host our community workspace, right? Because we can just transition. Now with this, all the furniture and all that may not be fancy. We may get folding tables, put some black, those tablecloth kind of stretchy things to make it look clean, but all of them black and all that. But just find low ways that don't require much cost to build a community of people who want to start online businesses and support one another. Oh my goodness. So I need partners. I need mentors. I need a sponsor for the internet. But come be a part of this. I'm so excited. If you are interested in helping grow the economy and provide jobs and do something think outside the box, to be innovative, come message me. Let's do this. Thank you. If you don't live in Guthrie, America, I want to help you. Like, let's brainstorm and see how we can impact rural America and cultivate the economy, the growth of it. I don't know the exact words. You know what I'm saying. Yes. Thank you. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for hitting that play button for another episode of the Hetty Coleman Podcast. I'm excited. I love seeing. I love the stories of people growing businesses, entrepreneurs like Elon Musk. People who like they're so far out there you can't even think it's realistic. But I love the story of how they began. Bill Gates and all these people. You know, there's some people locally like, I love entrepreneur. I love entrepreneurship, but that online space. Anyway, as always, ladies and gentlemen, go win.